You got to decide tonight, church. Before 2010 even hits, no more excuses. Are you going to keep wrestling, or are you going to give up? I don't want you to give up. You can't give up now. God has some things He has to show me next year, so I can't give up now. I've prayed for some things to happen in my life, so I just can't give up now. I've come too far from where I started. I'm here to see some promises fulfilled. Some dreams are coming to reality. I'm sticking around a little bit longer because God has some plans for me. No matter how hard it may be, I just can't give up now. For the entire night, church, Jacob wrestled with the angel of the Lord. He did not give up. He did not quit. He was determined to change his life in the matter of one night. Jacob wrestled with vigor and tenacity. He did not give up. But as day started to break, the angel pleaded with Jacob in verse 26 and said, "Let me go, for it's almost daybreak." The angel must have forgotten that he was wrestling Jacob. Because Jacob said, "Oh no, brother, I'm not letting you go until you bless me. I got enough going on in my life. This has been a bad year for me. I've had a horrific day already. Family and friends fussing at me all the time, and now you're trying to break my leg. I'm getting something out of this for me. I'm not letting you get the best of me tonight. I'm not letting you go until you bless me." Oh, how can one individual be so bold to face an angel of God in a wrestling match and try to believe that you can hold on, that you can stay with it, that you can stick close and run with an angel and promise that I'm not letting you go until you bless me. I've gone through too much today. I'm not letting you go until you bless me. Well, it's because at this point in his life, Jacob has nothing to lose. He's been low enough, so there's no place to go but up. And that means holding on to the angel of God all night long. That's what I'm going to do. And if you've been down long enough, church, beat on by the world long enough, you will get to a point in your life where you say, "God, I'm not letting you go until you bless me. I'm not letting you go until you answer my prayer. I'm not going nowhere until you hear my cry. I'll still be praying. I'm still in prostrate before you. I'm still worshiping until change comes in my life. I'm not letting you go until I see something happening in my life. Hey, until I get the job I'm satisfied with, until my house straightens up, until my kids start acting right, until the church follows provision God gave us in the beginning. Oh, until I'm not moving, until I'm going to keep praying, until I'm going to keep pressing, until change is made in my life. I'm not letting go until you bless me. I got too much stuff hurting me. I got too much stuff wounding me. I just need one thing to help me out to my walk with you. I can't let go. I'm not letting go until you bless me. So tonight, church, Jacob teaches me some stuff. You gotta be so bold. You gotta be so desperate. Say, "God, you have to bless me. I'm down to my last. I have no more hope. I have nothing else left. You have to bless me." Family and friends gone. Church folk turn their back on me. You have to bless me. It has to cause you to come out to worship even in the snow and the rain. If nobody else will come out, you're going to come out and say, "God, I'm here. You have to bless me. That you got to bless me. I've gone through too much to get here tonight. You got to bless me. There's no one else to turn to. So you have to bless me." Oh, you've been Jacob before. You stood stood in his shoes before.
Yes.
You've held on all night long. Prayed and cried. Prayed and cried. So you have the blessing. This is my life. You're my only source of peace. Don't you know there is no tomorrow for me? You have to bless me, and you have to do it right now. Well. This year has been one great challenge after another for me. Doctors don't know what's wrong with my body. Family members getting on my last black nerve, and the family members I do like have died and gone on to glory. Oh God, you got to bless me. I've been through too much this year for you not to bless me. Listen, church. The angel of the Lord heard Jacob's cry. He paid attention to his plea. And in answering Jacob's prayer, it was done in a way Jacob did not expect. The angel said in verse 27, "What is your name?" Thinking this was a rhetorical question, he answered simply saying, "Jacob." What Jacob did not know, that the angel was about to change Jacob's name. Not just as a reward for Jacob's endurance and faithfulness throughout the night, but because the future of other people depended on Jacob at that night. Jacob's name was changed so he could affect an entire nation of people. It was no longer about him as a person, but it was about his obedience to God the Father. Jacob had to decide to hold on no matter what. Oh, my sisters and my brothers, we have to think before we make any moves in our lives. Before we make decisions, because our decisions now will affect somebody else later. In Jacob's genealogy, we know he's in the family line of Jesus Christ. And if Jacob made the wrong decision, if Jacob made the wrong choice, then he would have ran the risk of Jesus not being born in the line of David for the future. Oh, you got to watch your decisions. When you decide to obey God, not only is that good for you, but it's good for the person sitting next to you. Your decision to come to church, your decision to tithe, your decision to love, your decision to forgive, your decision to call into work and actually get there on time, your decision to make something of yourself in life never just affects you. Jacob's decision to wrestle with the angel came because it was time for Jacob to grab a hold of his future. You didn't know tonight, church, that in 2010, you have to grab a hold of your future. Not just for you, but for somebody else. This is not a dress rehearsal. This is not a game. We're not playing church in here. The survival and progress of the church depends on you right now. It's time to grab hold of your future. This is why you have to get out of your one-night stand, church. Come out of your midnight moment. Snap out of what's holding you and keeping you bondage. You got to get out of it because your life affects somebody else. It's time to get out of your one-night stand. Check out this story to close it out. In verse 28, there is the turning point for Jacob. The angel of God changes Jacob's name to Israel. He changed his name from Jacob to Israel because with Israel, with that new name, it shows that Jacob struggled with God and with man and still prevailed. Oh, God is changing some names in here tonight. He's changing your name according to your situation, all because you prevailed all year long. He's changing my name. For my troubles, for my tenacity, God gave me a brand new name. He gave me a brand new life. And it's not going to start at midnight. Oh no, it's going to start right now. Hey, you got to be so bold to say it before midnight tonight. God, you got to bless me. God, you got to touch me. God, you got to heal me. God, you got to deliver me. God, you got to forgive me again and again. God, you got to change my situation. Before midnight tonight, God, I got to feel your presence. Because by daybreak,